These are my thoughts on the 2016 presidential election. It was all a show. It was all a show. It was all a show. Yo. You can never get me to vote for Dillary Trumplon. You can never get me to vote for Dillary Trumplon. You can never get me to vote for Dillary Trumplon. Fuck Dillary Trumplon. Fuck Dillary Trump. There's a show going on outside, I know that something's up. I'll start this song off with you, Donald, you fucking duck. A tiny mind and a mouth, I'd be more than happy to muzzle shut. Racism in America seems that you got it bubbling up. All the way to the point that it's about to overflow. A narcissistic jerk off who at any moment would blow his load all over the Constitution. I'm sorry, but I just hope they know that a motherfucking trash can's a better place to go throw their vote. Your ideas, they scare me, but what's absurd is that you're able to brainwash these Americans and have them blurt it back. Let's make America great again, but the disturbing fact is just like Barnum and Bailey, you're nothing more than a circus act.
Knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously.
Damn, I cannot wait to the day that I get in the office. Deport those Mexicans, that's gonna solve all of our problems. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna be spending billions of dollars oppressing Muslim Americans and building a wall that's stretching right up to heaven. What an excellent play. Don't care about the consequences that this rhetoric makes. Not in a position where I'll be the one regretting mistakes. I'll be building that fucking wall and making Mexico pay. Now that just seems like it's the greatest idea. Paint your religion far more vicious than it's able to appear. Divide and conquer's my agenda and I'm making it clear. I'm spewing out ignorance, racism, hatred, and fear. The funny part, that these idiots eat it up like it's apple pie. Protest my rally, you'll be leaving there with a blackened eye. And not one thing that comes out of my mouth could ever baffle my supporters, cause they're all too stupid to see that I'm asinine. I know you're asinine, you're just a trash talker. They think you're God, I could see through you like glass. Donald, a bully, a bigot, you're the most headless of horsemen. David Duke's endorsing you, yet you refuse to condemn his endorsements. Islam can hold its laughter inside when terrorists, the word that you use to categorize them, bomb the Middle East to shit and only shatter their lives in. George and Barack did that, it only radicalized them. Your ideas, they are as useless as a degree from your college. Stepped on so many different necks to make it to fill in your pockets. The nerve to say that your success due from your skill or your knowledge. I mean, you only started off with a small loan of $1 million, right? You corny ass motherfucker. You may be rich with dollars, but you're poor in taste. I wanna hock a fucking loogie in your orange face. You'll never get me to vote for Dillary Trumplon. You could never get me to vote for Dillary Trumplon. You could never get me to vote for Dillary Trumplon. Fuck Dillary Trumplon. And it's a shame to see democracy get set on a shelf when you gotta pick between that buffoon and the devil herself. Sharper fangs in his snake's mouth, well who could it be? I'm saving the rest of this ammunition for you, Hillary. We are so foolish to be casually casting a vote for a corporate war criminal that would slash any throat of anybody that came between her and her foulest of goals. To reside inside of that white mansion and now have control. A demon in disguise is as scary can get. Well, Bernie beat you, but you already had your narrative set. To waltz up in the Oval Office really scares me to death, cause like Obama, you're nothing more than a marionette. You know, I cannot wait to eat that presidential pudding. Sign the TPP even though I said that I wouldn't. And of course Bernie won, but you really think he'd defeat me? Tim Kaine stepped down as chairman so he could become my VP, which made Debbie Wasserman Schultz head of the DNC. She had nothing to say at the convention when WikiLeaks leaked 20,000 emails, undoubtedly showed that we'd been rigging the primaries in my favor from the beginning. Appear to be loving and gentle, but under the shell I'm sour. Really think that I'm interested in anything other than wealth and power? No matter what kind of dirt you could be throwing against me, in the end we cannot afford a Donald Trump presidency. A feminist progressive, steady getting them checks from governments that lynch gays and stone women to death. These puzzle pieces of malice, just fill it in if you can. From the coup in Honduras to the child soldiers in the Sudan. Yet they're feeding us the notion, apparently, that we need her. This woman's far more evil than America can perceive her. It's scaring me out my seat. We could get away with treason and committing election fraud on a scale that we've never seen it. It's clear this country's been under an abhorrent attack, bailing out the big banks with death row as a store on our backs. Call Trump supporters deplorable, it's deplorable that you voted for the Patriot Act in the war in Iraq. So take the gun as Donald Trump, go and hold it to my head. Say abracadabra and think that I'll vote for you instead. The two-party system's broken, gotta say my faith is busted. Well, fuck you, Hillary Rodham Clinton, and your rapist husband. That's it. That is exactly why I will never vote for Dillary Trumplon. The lesser of two evils is still evil. Trump. You can never get me to vote for Dillary Trumplon, so suck my dick, I won't vote for Dillary Trumplon. Thank you for listening.